cleanse this space. Y'all, I've never done an impromptu intuitive reading, but it's called intuitive for a reason, right? I was literally just thinking how I kind of miss doing these lives, and then I just felt like an urgency. I just felt an urgency to get on here. Like, Spirit has a message for us. So as you guys know, my readings are done intuitively, so I don't know what it's going to be about or what's going on, but we're going to go ahead and cleanse this space. Whatever the message is that needs to come through, it's just going to come through. I don't have any decks in front of me right now. We're just going with it. For my YouTubers, please like, share, and subscribe to this video and to my channel to be up to date with any time I post videos. But let's go ahead and ground ourselves and find out what Spirit has for us. Just close your eyes and try to have your feet planted on the floor, whatever you need to do. Well, let's just start by taking some deep breaths. Take a deep breath in and receive life force. And as you breathe out, let's release anything that does not serve us. And let's just take a couple more. With your feet planted on the floor, just imagine some roots, your nerves in your feet just coming out and latching on to the earth deeply, latching on so tight and so right that they won't be budging anytime soon. As you breathe, just fill up your whole body, activate your chakras, and just release anything that can be preventing them from just flowing and spinning smoothly. Any worry, any stress on your shoulders, just release them as you exhale. And relax. Surrender everything to Spirit, to your divine team, and just be in this moment right now. Let's take about 2 more deep breaths and we'll start. I don't know what that was about, but I felt something being released, so I knew I needed that. If there's anybody else that needed that, hope you're watching this video. Put my blanket, hit my throat here. So we're gonna go ahead and just start. Let's see what cards are being pulled. Oh, it's not. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, I have a few decks that we are going to work with again. Remember, this is intuitive, so this right here is not planned. Yo, this deck just want to keep falling everywhere. Okay, so we definitely scanning something about the divine feminine. This is the deck that just keep wanting to go everywhere. It fell once, it tried to fall again. Yeah, so we'll definitely dive into it because there's a message in it for us. Let's see. My Isis deck was speaking to me. I got this animal spirit, or the spirit animal, and then love oracle. I am very interested to see this message that spirit has for us. We're just going to cleanse this space one more time. And whenever you are watching this video, please remember that it is timeless. Whenever you choose, whenever you happen to fall upon it, that is the perfect time for you to be watching it. Right? Okay, Spirit, let's keep this right here. Spirit, what is the message that you have for us? Okay. What is the message you have for us? I'm feeling something about love. What is the message that you have today for us? I'm feeling a lot of love straight off the back. Definitely feeling like my heart is feeling so full right now, y'all. I can't even play. I cannot play. We got 5 cards already. Okay. Bet. 5. I cannot remember what 5 is. If you know, please comment below. But my heart, like just looking at this spread, my heart just feels so full. And it feels like something related to romantic love. But then love in general as well. The first deck, hey girl, the first card that came out is Let Two Become One. I don't know, it's definitely something about somebody connected. We're all connected. There's a connection here, a romantic connection. And it's either already there or it's coming up. And with this peacock saying let go of the old, something needs to be released. I know the new moon is coming up, but we're in like the last quarter, so something definitely needs to be released. How are you doing? Yeah, and then with love and kindness, if you see her, she's like enveloped in abundance, enveloped in wealth, and she's holding on to this cup right here. And this cup is, ooh, shit. This cup is her emotions. Oh wow, it's like she's being stingy with her emotions, being stingy with her time, and this can be male or female. Being stingy with your time, being stingy with your emotions, just holding back from something that you feel probably envelopes you. You know, I've looked at this card so many times, but I've never noticed. If you see the wings of these dragons, right? I'm good. I don't know what happened, girl. This is supposed to be my chill day, but I was just led to do this reading. So I'm just like, okay, I'm here for it. But if you see it in this card, right? We are all connected. I've never noticed this. And I actually looked at this card not too long ago. These two dragons, right? They're connected. They're creating this connection and it's affecting other people. But do you see this black in the... That's a face. Like, that's a head, right? I've never noticed that. And I've had this deck for a couple months now and I've never noticed that. It's like, it's a head, right? And I'm seeing a man. I'm seeing a man... And I'm also seeing the sun here. Child, what is going on here? Okay, so it's two dragons, two different walks of life. They come together. They're affecting. It's like I'm definitely hearing change in the world. I'm hearing transformation, you know, something bigger than themselves. It's divinely led. So whatever this led to become oneness, it's kind of like focused on that masculine energy and that connection, right? So, okay, so with this card, with love and kindness, this woman that's holding back, it's like she's preventing this from happening. This interconnectedness, this growth, this what is it? Okay, so I grew up a Christian, and they always used to talk about how the man who chooses a wife chooses a good thing, something along the lines of that. But there's something about, you know, they always make it seem as if, like, they always make women come off as nothing, if you will. Like, the woman is just supposed to be the helpmate. The woman is just supposed to help this man do whatever he needs to do. It's something along the lines of that, but not that specifically, right? So you have this woman who is enveloped in wealth, who's enveloped in abundance, and when she chooses to let go of this and release this, this is where we come. You're, I don't want to say you're the life force, but that's what I'm hearing. You're like the life force to this interconnectedness, right? You're seeing these two dragons come together, but if you see, they're glowing. They're connected to oh wow. They're connected to the sun, which is like which represents the divine. And then there's also this moon up here. So when you choose to let go of the old, right, you're allowing spirit to do what they need to do, right? I know, especially in the spiritual world, if you will, I notice a lot of women that are focused on growing. I know there's men in it too, but it's like there's not a lot of men. Or these men, there's a certain amount of growth that they can only reach by themselves. They need this connection to fully be exposed or fully reach the potential that the divine has for them. And so as a woman, yes, you may have, and this can be reversed, but whoever this message is for, wherever you are in life, it requires you releasing experiences of the past. And when you release it, you allow this connection to form. It can be with a man, it can be with another woman, it can be with whoever is on your mind, right? But once you release and you allow yourself to fully be entrenched into your intuition, into wherever spirit is leading you, because I feel like you are hearing what spirit is telling you, but you're probably afraid and you're not choosing to, or you're probably intuitive, but you're not. And you're hearing this message, but you're like, okay, I'm hearing this, but it might just be my feelings that are leading me or my heart leading me. Nope. This is saying nope. And I'm getting chills just saying that. This is saying nope. Spirit is letting you know, you already know what's up. So you need to stop holding back like she's doing here. Stop holding back and just trust that you're on the right path. These can be ravens, these can be crows, but they're messengers letting you know that right now you cannot see the full picture because it is beyond your understanding, right? So all you have to do is trust and do the work that you know that only you can do for yourself, with the guidance of spirit, to let this happen. This is growth for yourself. This is growth for whoever the person that is involved in this reading. But I'm just stuck on the fact, like, I've never noticed this. It's so crazy. It's like a person's head, right? It's like, if you're looking at the head, it's darkness. So, and you see this moon here. This moon keeps sticking out to me. So you're seeing, or whoever this represents, it's a person. I'm feeling that they're strong. I'm feeling that they're independent. I'm feeling that they know a lot. They're very intelligent. And they have like a specific view on life. and they need assistance with seeing things from a different perspective. And only through this connection can they start to, if you see this green, start to experience true wealth, true abundance. By focusing on one another. If you see, these dragons are like in it. Boy, if some people wasn't there, they look like they would be in it. Okay? I'm gonna leave that there for now. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of love in this reading. And you might not feel it. You might not understand it. But it's definitely love. And it's transforming and growing into something bigger. Spirit, what is the message here? And I'm just... And then this peacock keeps coming up too. This peacock... I've been watching that show Manifest, and they always, like, peacocks are always coming up. And then look, I got a peacock feather fan, right? Ah. Peacock feather fan. You see that? So definitely something with peacocks. I cannot remember the actual message of a peacock right now, but there's something definitely going on with peacocks. If you're watching this and you are able to share the spiritual meaning of a peacock, please do. Okay, I'm pulling 2 more cards. Okay, this is the Divine Feminine. And before I even read these cards, I'm going to explain my view on Divine Feminine. So with the Divine Feminine, I see it as that part that wants something, right? So with the Divine Feminine, you are going through life seeing things from a more nurturing point of view. And by doing that, certain things you see need to be applied within life. I like that. Oh, yes, yes. Okay, so as a Divine Feminine, which represents the woman in this card, there may be changes that may come about, or you may see something and see, okay, a change needs to happen. So you address this with your Divine Masculine, and they make it happen. So with that being said, I'm going to jump into this Divine Feminine Oracle deck. I'm getting chills. I don't even know why. Okay, she looking a little stank, but she's calling me. Fatima, the mother of Imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So you may have felt that you may not deserve love, or it's something that's way off in the distance, like it cannot happen now. This is saying no, that is inaccurate. You are worthy of love now. You deserve love now, and whether you have it or not in your life right now, be grateful for it. Be grateful for this let two become one connection that is in your life or coming to your life. You may see it, you may not see it, but I'm sure you definitely feel it. It may not look how you want it to look right now. There may be circumstances that may be coming through right now or will be coming through, but do not let that affect this connection, right? This also, right, this love is my lineage, you may not, because of circumstances that may have happened in the past, you may not feel worthy of love. You may not feel as if love should come to you right now. But at the end of the day, boo, regardless of how you feel, you deserve love in every sense of the word. You deserve self-love, romantic love, family love, every type of love that you want. You deserve that. This is not Cinderella, okay? You're not the one that is in your own little corner, right? You're not the one that has to wait for Prince Charming. No, you don't have to go through different trials, rough trials, to experience love. You deserve it right now, okay? And that is shit. That's powerful right there. Ooh. Whew. Whew. Okay, the next one is Vajrayogini. I don't know what that says, but this is the card. She's definitely pretty. She says, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Right, so everything comes to you naturally. Everything comes to you easily. So don't worry about it. Don't fret it. Everything is going to work out. What's really sticking out to me is her eyes. It looks like she's squinting, right? And of course, that may be because she's Asian. But what I'm getting from that is you will not see everything. You will not see the big picture. You may think of the big picture, but you will not see it. There are things that are happening there are things happening out of your control. There are things that you cannot see that make this connection so powerful. So, and this may even just be with yourself. This could just be self-love. Let me just say that right out there, okay? So, you may be dealing with romantic love, self-love, any type of love. It can be all. It can be a variety. It's not limited to just one thing. But you may not see the big picture, or what you may see at the moment may be a bit altered. And what I mean with that is, you feel a certain thing intuitively, but you're seeing something different. So, like, something that's popping up to my head, right? Somebody saying, oh, I just want to be friends with you. But your intuition is saying, nah, you lying. You lying. Like, just say what you got to say, you know? Or, what's another one? I don't know, they might be saying, oh, I just need time, I need to think about this. No, that may not be the case. Or maybe that is the case, but there's more weight behind the words, right? Like, oh, I need to, like, they're telling you, oh, I need time. It may be because there's some things within themselves that spirit needs to address. It may be because they have some things that they need to let go. It's so many factors that come into play, and this is actually coming from myself as well, where you shouldn't be taking what you're being told at face value. So always remember that you are worthy of love. I don't know, this is coming off kind of weird to me. I'm just saying what's coming, but it sounds a little weird to me. I guess as we go, things are going to make more sense, but I keep getting chills like throughout my whole body. But at the end of the day, we're humans. We don't know what the other person is thinking. So don't take the messages that you're hearing at face value. Know that you have the power right now to determine how you feel right now, even if it doesn't feel like it. You have the power to determine how you're going to feel in this moment. Rabia, the queen of saintly women. And this one, I'm really, really like just stuck on the sun behind her. It's like a setting sun, but then it doesn't, you know what? It looks like a sun, but it's also coming off as a portal. What does it say? I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So this is going back to your intuition. Your intuition is your portal. And now that I'm looking at, oh wow, I'm looking at every card, right? Every card in this divine feminine oracle deck, and they all have the sun behind them. They all have the sun behind them. So this is a confirmation 5 times over that your intuition is the portal that you need to make it through every part of this journey. I know, right? Girl, spirit is coming through. Listen, your intuition is your portal. So you have to make sure that you're listening to your intuition, regardless of how it feels, right? I live in Central Florida, and a few months ago, like 2 or 3 months ago, I took a plane to Miami to buy a car, right? And I got a lot of people that were like, why would you do that? Like, you don't even know if the car was good, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, my gut told me to do it, so I'm gonna do it. And the same thing applies. You're gonna look crazy to people around you, but as long as you know you're not being harmed, nobody else is being harmed, and this is your gut is telling you to do this, listen to your gut. right? Your subconscious, your spiritual self, your higher self knows more than all of us combined. So follow that. The next card in the oracle, the divine feminine, is Marguerite Porret, the mystic of divine love. The mystic. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. Yes. So for anyone who may be feeling like you may not have deserved love, you are love, right? Love starts with you. We can never truly accept love until we can accept it. We can never accept love from other people until we accept love from ourselves. You're welcome. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I'm still trying to get comfortable with it, but thank you. But yeah, this does have something to do with self-love. This is definitely something about self-love. The love that, for anybody who's new to love, let me say that the love definitely starts with you. It may be hard, but it requires patience, following your intuition as well. Because what I've learned, right, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this, but what I've learned is, as adults, when we start diving into healing and our spirituality, at the end of the day, we're really just trying to get back to our child self, right? When you're a child, you see everything from this innocent perspective. You're like, I want this, I want that, da da da, right? But then our parents, our families, the world tells us certain things that we cannot accept. So then now, when we become adults and we focus on healing, if you really think about it, we're releasing all this shit so we can get back to being who we were as a child, right? So for me, for my self-love, what I would do, right, there was a point I remember as a child, I used to always want a canopy over my bed. So I bought a canopy for my bed, and I put fairy lights on that. I put fairy lights on it, and I was like, like I was just turned up because, yo, I got a canopy on my bed, and they got fairy lights. It's like I'm talking to angels at night. But everybody else is like, oh, that's pretty. You a grown woman. What you doing with a canopy on your bed? But I'm like, it makes me happy. So I'm not worried about you. And then when I think about it, when I have those fairy lights on and I'm journaling in my bed, I feel like I have angels around me, and it has triggered so many healings, right? So, and that's just one of my stories. I can only imagine the type of stories you have or anybody else. So at the end of the day, focus on what makes you happy. Focus on the intuitive things that come to you, no matter how big, no matter how small. Right? As you develop your intuition, it starts with that small voice, as a lot of people call it. It starts as the small voice, and then it grows bigger and bigger and bigger. But when you listen to that small voice is gonna become a big bang, if you will, because it changes your life drastically. And I remember blogging about this a few months ago, so I'm surprised it came back up. But yeah, you listen to that small voice. Right? It could just be as, oh, don't do this, or don't do that, or go this place, go that place, and you have no idea why. But when you listen to that voice, you'll start to understand why. Like me coming here to do this reading. I've never done a reading on a Tuesday. I have stage fright, okay? I normally try to avoid going live, but here I am. Here you are. You know, like we're talking, we're discovering things about ourselves that we probably didn't know before, or it's processing on a deeper level. So it's like, just follow your intuition, because that's what's going to help you understand yourself more, love yourself more, and then start loving other people. I cannot tell you how many times listening to my intuition has helped me understand someone else a little more. So, child, learn yourself, love yourself, regardless of where you are in your journey. You could be struggling with this connection that is that came up before. If that's the case, render it to spirit, love on yourself, and watch those things change. And the last goddess in this divine feminine that came up is Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. I can't make this up. Do I even need to say any more? Self-knowledge? Come on now, bro. Come on. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Right. So what's coming up to my head, what I'm hearing right now, right, is like couples that have a lot of arguments. And I remember growing up, that used to, you know, especially with the shows they had, you know, with like Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop, which I've never watched. I've seen clips of Real Housewives of Atlanta, New York, California, all these other things. They make it seem as if fighting in relationships is normal. That is not normal. That's fucking toxic. That is really toxic, right? So let's say with this connection, maybe that's what it was before, or maybe you don't want that now, or maybe with the connection that is coming up, you want to avoid that type of thing. This starts with you, right? The more you start the more you start to understand yourself, the more you start to, yes ma'am, the more you start to acknowledge your triggers, the more you heal from the past and let go of the old, going back to this card again with this peacock, the more you can understand yourself, right? The more you can make sure that this doesn't happen. That's one thing I've realized with my personal connection. There was a lot of triggers that came up for me, and mind you, I've been doing self-work on myself for years. So I noticed whenever I started to connect with another person, you know, like in a romantical type of setting, let me say that, there was a lot of triggers that were coming up for me, and I was like, what you got going on? But at the end of the day, when I sat down with my fairy lights and my canopy, journaling, you know, because I'm an intuitive being, period, I realized that this didn't even have anything to do with the other person. This was within me. Why? Because of that self-knowledge, okay? You got to sit with yourself. Certain things that are happening is because of us, but because we don't take the time to sit down and acknowledge who we are and the things that trigger us, this affects the relationships. This affects the connections, where this can easily be a negative card, right? This can easily be bad energy. And when I picked it up, I literally felt bad energy. So with all the tools that you have, how are you processing it? Are you allowing it to be bad, or are you allowing it to be good, right? It says trust in magic. There's good magic, there's bad magic. How are you translating the things in your life? Oh, child. Let me go to the spirit animal deck, because they did. Spirit, what is the message you got for us? What is the message? Okay. It's a whole bunch of energies coming through right now. Ooh, okay. So now I'm feeling like this is kind of transitioning into self-love, because the first card that came out was Porcupine Spirit, right? Protecting yourself, taking the time. You know, like when I think of a porcupine, you see a porcupine, you're like, oh shit, you know. But then when they get triggered, oh, that was it. That was it. That was it. When you get triggered, the thorns come up, right? It says time for a beginner mind. So if you're in a connection, or if it's just about self-love, you got to stop and look at this in another perspective. Time for a beginner's mind. Surrender what you have known and ask spirit to teach you how to approach it, right? Instead of being that porcupine getting triggered and just, you know, just lashing out. Stop. Surrender to spirit and ask spirit to guide you. Snake spirit, time to heal. Y'all saw me pull these cards out. I did not handpick them. Okay, so y'all know this is spirit really coming through. Like something needs to be addressed, something needs to heal, right? So take time to heal. And this, depending on how it applies to you, It can be, if you're single right now, focusing on any triggers that you have seen within yourself without another party involved. If another party is involved, taking time to pay attention to those triggers that have come up, regardless of where you fall on that timeline. Definitely surrendering to spirit. Okay, I don't know what is going on here. I have no idea what's going on here, but I got 5 different decks. I'm pulling out 5 different cards from the first 2 decks. This card says 55. I cannot remember for the life of me what 5 stands for, but something is definitely sticking out with 5s. There's another message here with 5s and peacocks. If you know what that's about, please let me know, but something is definitely coming through. And the last card is Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. So when you see a lion, you think of courage. You think of strength. There's the Leo energy. There's all that. But I'm also hearing a lion knows when to strike, and a lion knows when to back down. A lion knows when to pick and choose their battles. So that's something that I'm hearing coming for you. With these green eyes, change. Okay, so 5 means change. Okay, so are you serious? Are you serious? There was a card here talking about change. Okay, but then letting go. That's what I'm hearing too. For that change to come, you have to let go. You have to surrender. Okay, thank you. Thank you, boo. Whew. Yeah, so there's definitely abundance and wealth here. But make sure that you're picking and choosing your battles. With those triggers that may be coming through, you gotta, when the triggers come through, take a look at them. Are the triggers coming through because of something internally or externally? And from there, that should help you determine if it's a time to heal, or if it's something that you know, like you might have to be like this porcupine, you know. But definitely pick and choose your battles, like this lion here. Okay, this is the Island Time Wellness deck. Spirit, what is the message that you got for us? But I am feeling a lot of love here. I'm definitely, oh snap, okay. Okay, that was the card that had the child. The card that flipped over says, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Wanting to date. So this can easily be a connection with yourself, where you're starting to like yourself, love yourself. But whatever it is, if it's not yourself, it's somebody else, and it is some strong energy, okay? It's not even strong. It is strong, okay? With a K. Alright, and one more. Again, 5. Alright. Sheesh. It's a lot of energies coming through here. Somebody is in the head, okay? Somebody is in their head. I don't know if it's you in your head about you or somebody in their head about you, but somebody is in their head, okay? Okay. The first card that came out, wedding rings. What you got? Hold on. We're going to have to talk afterwards. What you got going on? So, wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. You know what? I literally posted a video about this. I can't remember if it was on my business channel or my personal channel, but I was saying that it was soulmate season, but a lot of people are not releasing what they need to release to get it. And that's exactly what this card is saying. That is exactly, like, I don't know what is going on, but that message has been coming up a lot. It is definitely soulmate season, because this is a soulmate card. I can feel the energy here. When I pulled this card out initially, it was a lot of love that I was feeling. So there's soulmate energy here, and this is definitely a union with a soul connection. Okay? And it could just be self-love. You know, you're starting to love yourself on a deeper level. But whether you're in this connection or it's coming, there's definitely a soul connection here. Remember, I like you. I like the way. I like you. Romance is blooming. So you can be learning to love yourself on a different level. Now, what just came up while I was saying that is this can be either you single or with someone, right? If you're single, you're learning to love yourself more on a deeper level. But then you can also be in a connection or going to be in a connection that triggers you to love yourself even more, right? Okay, I'm trying to find the words for it. So the third card that came out was Heart with a Key. It says welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay, yeah, so that's the terminology. This person, if this is connected to another person, this can be triggering your heart chakra to open up even more. And that makes sense because if you see, this is green. This is green. It represents wealth, it represents abundance, but it also represents your heart chakra. So your heart can be opening up even more, and that's making you love yourself even more, because you may have been realizing the type of love that you have with this person, and this could be a child. The type of love that is being developed in this connection is causing you to love yourself more, or it can be an overflow of love that is coming through, and you may not know how to show it. You can show that to yourself. You can show that to your children. You can show that to relatives, friends. But there's definitely an overflow of love that is coming through. And there's a dragonfly here representing transformation, right? I can't make this up. Y'all literally saw me shuffling these cards. This is a dragonfly. And this says, be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. It is so many synchronicities coming through. You said 5 means change, right? So something is definitely magnifying. And it feels like it's coming on a deeper level. And this card keeps coming up. I don't know who this person is, but whoever this person is, this is a man. No, this is a man. Right now, this is a man. So I noticed during my readings, right, sometimes there's a certain message that needs to be displayed, or a message that needs to be shared in the beginning of the reading, but as the reading goes along, the messages kind of shifts, the energies shift on the card to kind of like take another message. So right now, I know I was saying before it was a man or it could be a woman, but right now this is a man, and whoever this man is, this is his energy. This is definitely his energy. It's like he's saying, okay, and then this one is coming back up too. This is definitely coming up too, right? So like it's so many messages coming through right now. Like I'm just getting chills. I can't even talk fast enough. So okay, this is the man. This line is representing him. Strength, courage, picking and choosing his battles. But you're the divine feminine, right? And he's saying, you have my heart, right? You have the key to my heart. I really like you. And I connect with you so deep, like deeper than I've ever connected with anybody else. The dragonfly, something is definitely changing. This union triggers healing. This union triggers light. It triggers, it's triggering something that can change the world, right? Where there was darkness in his life or your life, there's now light coming. Abundance. There's an abundance, and this is in every area that is coming that may have never been seen before. And this peacock is shining like, what I'm seeing with this peacock right now, you see how it's going from green and then it's this yellow type of color. It's like spiritually led. This is a spiritual, this is like the divine. Like the divine will not, yeah, you be safe. You be safe. Oh, girl, I'm gonna do my best to make sure that I save this video to Instagram. But yeah, we'll definitely talk. Definitely talk. But it's like, this is a divine connection. Again, soulmate connection. Spirit is at play in this. Your divine team is definitely like, oh, we ain't gonna fuck this one up. We ain't gonna fuck this one up. But spirit is definitely playing a part in this, right? And with that being said, the Grim Reaper just came up. Spirit is like, this ain't playing. Okay, we're not doing this. So we're gonna help you grow. We're gonna help you transform who you are as a being, because the way you are right now, trying to hold things back to yourself, this ain't it. This is not it. Things are so much bigger than yourself, right? Things are so much bigger than yourself. So you may be feeling uncomfortable right now. There may be things that you are releasing in yourself consistently, right? There comes the Mercury retrograde. I think it comes 2 or 3 times a year or something like that. Spirit is like, no, we're not gonna wait till Mercury retrograde for you to be releasing shit. You're going to keep releasing what is not serving you, so we can make this grow. Okay, child. This last deck, this is my Isis deck. What you got? Look, she was like, listen, don't say less. Okay. And it's the Ankh. And I can't remember what her wings represent freedom, right? So this is just looking at the picture. It's a new beginning. It's a protected new beginning. This is your guide. The wings represent freedom. And this is a new beginning that is protected. And it says, Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled with repetitive tasks, or simply stagnant and stifled, whatever, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resistant and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave upon your arms and receive. So if you are going through a rough patch in this connection, a rough patch in life, or a rough patch with yourself, where's that card? This is why Spirit is like, nope, I don't care how you feel. I do not care how you feel. This is literally how Spirit is looking at you right now. Like, I do not care how you feel. You're going to go through this, because I need you to support. I need you in this connection. I need you to create this change that is bigger than yourself. So going back to Vajrayogini, you don't see the full picture right now. Remember her eyes? You don't see the full picture right now. You cannot see the full picture right now, because with like Marguerite Porret, it is too grand for you to understand. Your mind is trying to wrap you may be trying to wrap your mind around this, but the divine is like, no, you see the sun? Like, I'm not gonna let you see this full picture, because I know you and where you are right now. If I let you take over this, you're gonna be like this porcupine, and shit ain't gonna go the way it needs to go. You're gonna be like this snake. It's something's gonna go wrong. So instead of that letting you happen, I need you to just be right now. Be where you are right now. Enjoy the feelings. Enjoy the comfort that you are in right now. But you best believe you're going to grow from this. You're going to transform from this. And I'm also going to use you to change the world. Those that you're connected to. I can't with you. I can't. Thank you. I'm trying. It just got so hot. I need one more spirit animal and I'm gonna wrap this up. Spirit, what is the message that you got for us? Just one more. Bam. Chameleon. Chameleon. Act as if. You know what? I had another reading that ended with the chameleon. I gotta find it. There is another reading where this was literally the last card that came out. I was led to pull out a card, and that was the card that came up. But you're changing. You're elevating. You're transforming. And if those fives weren't enough, if the ISIS message wasn't enough, this chameleon is letting you know. I feel like you may be going through a rough patch, or if you're not now, you are either coming from a rough patch, or you may be going through a rough patch. Either or, Spirit is growing you. Spirit is transforming you, elevating you. Do you see this chameleon? This chameleon is slowly merging into this purple. First of all, realize how this purple is up here, meaning elevation. Remember, purple means royalty, okay? This is the color of royalty. So all this mess down here, this is going. It's going. So starting from your mind, starting from up here, it's just coming down. And you're elevating. You're moving up. And not just you, everybody that you're connected to, right? As you grow, as you elevate, Spirit is going to do that for the people in your circle, the people that you are connected to. And this in turn will what's the word? It's like waves. It's going to happen in waves, right? So as you transform, the people around you are going to transform. Your things are going to, life is going to start to transform. I had to stop. The number on this card is 14. What is 4 plus 1? I don't think I need to say anything else. I don't need to say anything else. It's just, I got chills at this point. And I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know, but I can feel it. It's listen, with all, do you see? Whatever Spirit does not want you to see in this bigger picture, it is extraordinary, okay? It's so, I'm not even gonna lie to you. There's readers that try to go deep and find out what's going on. No, I'm nosy as hell, but I'm not even gonna do that. I don't know what is going on, but Spirit is doing something so big, so great that I don't even want to know, okay? I don't even want to know. But let go. It's so much, and I hope that you could feel what I'm feeling. Like, it's just a lot. It's a lot that is coming that you don't see. There's a lot that is happening that you may not understand. And right now, it's all Spirit is asking for you is to be in now, and to understand that it's not time for you to see what's gonna happen. It's not time yet. But with every little action that you're doing, with every trigger that you listen, I'm gonna just keep triggering. With every hit that you get from your intuition, that's leading you one step closer to this grand victory that is coming for you. Y'all, I'm gonna just wrap this up. I was about to get back in bed after this. I don't think I can. Like, this is amazing. This is really amazing. And then I'm feeling like, just look more into the 5. Look more into the 5 and the... You got me. Are you fucking serious right now? Oh, nah. I'm just looking. The peacock stuck out to me, and up here is 5. Just 5 up here. There's some down here, but it's just 5 up here. Elevation. Just a confirmation. Okay. But I'm gonna stop before all these synchronicities keep coming through. But yes, I hope this message reached you where you needed it. I need to find a schedule for posting my videos. I might change the day from Friday to another day. But definitely a work in progress. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for your help. Yes, and we will talk later because I listen. I tell you, I was just gonna chill today, but Spirit was like, "Nope, get your ass on this live, okay?" So I don't know what is going on, but it's definitely something great. But I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for being a part of this. If you know anybody that could benefit from it, share it with them. And let's just keep going from there. Have a great rest of your week. Be safe, hold it down, and be blessed. And make sure you're doing the work, okay? Make sure you're letting go, because this connection needs to happen. This world needs a change. Ashe. I interrupt your regularly scheduled program or scrolling to tell you about this I Do It Well magnet. What's am? Do you want to raise confidence within yourself or within your goals? Do you want to attract more open roads or trigger action to see the life that you want? If that's the case, check the description box for more information on how to get this magnet. Use it to meditate and use it on your fridge. It's mighty pretty because guess what? I do it well.